Welcome to another interesting edition of Inside Naija on top the station where your matter now we own. My name na Princess Anyana, and you know as the Wakadite go normal on top the show, we will first of all carry you enter inside all the things that way matter when it comes to the front pages of newspapers. After which, they will contact Dagidibam with sabi person inside the studio to carry all of the big tories them come for your doormat. One of the big stories them today, now the matter of say China, ECOWAS and other joint bodies them tanda gidigam on top the back of Naija for this threat from United States. We also get to tell you say Nnamdi Kanu don't also they collect for court on top 1 or 2. And for the issue of PDP, update don't also day. But you go need to deal with us after the front pages of newspaper to take no waiting be all of the big gist them inside the news. I beg no go anywhere. After this short break, straight to the papers. Moving on sharply, the Punch newspaper don't start by to tell us the United States now don't they eye to take do case for all those people that where they say that they take religion, take they do igiaga. But China stand the gym like Olumo Rock for the back of Tinubu. We can don't they para not be small as or your court don't come out the ban against PDP from to do convention. They say they can go ahead and do it. And for the issue of 15% tariff, would they now say Nigerians go pay 1 trillion naira extra for petrol every year by year. Fuel marketers, they para, say they not agree for the increase in petrol price. But Otedola say, oh yes, I stand with Tinubu 15% tariff. And now people now they worry, say if you also lead to more increase for inflation. Still NNPCL now to the high 20% share inside Dangote refinery. Lagos policemen treat us like criminals. Now waiting one tech worker, they yarn be that. Senate don't collect Tinubu request to go borrow 1.15 trillion naira. Enter for inside the Punch. All of this and more go tandagidibam. They wait for you. Sharply, the Vanguard newspaper can come out now and say, on top accusation of terrorism, Kanu don't come out now say, I no get case to answer. Let me go. And for issue of strike, Ogbonge government, they insist, say they don't meet all the things that will be say ASU, they ask for. Courts don't clear PDP to go ahead with their national convention for inside Ibadan. And the big story for inside the Vanguard. On top the Donald Trump yarnings when concern Nigeria, China don't come out now say, see why we reject that US threat to Nigeria. Even ECOWAS don't come out now say, all this talk of say they are doing genocide, It's not good because it can cause more division and it is dangerous for the living together of a country. That's the big yarn inside the Vanguard. Obaseki don't finish Okpeolo and he denies 600 billion naira gbese and others them. Just touch like that one, you go see them there. Soldiers don't kill Boko Haram terrorists on top attack on military base inside Borno. For the case of Seto, no enough money to fund our budget. Tinubu, they find fresh 1.15 trillion naira loan domestic as the amount of money we country they owe don't reach 152 trillion naira. And DSS don't pursue come up for work 115 of their workers. The Vanguard will give you more on top all of that. The Nation come burst out to say, $10 na first day and there. He said this Tinubu 15% import tariff now bold step towards getting a $1 trillion worth economy. All of that now start the Nation. And then Senate don't order say make them touchlight the railway project during the government of before President Muhammadu Buhari. Ogbonge government now, they talk, they give the advice, they say Nigeria will come out stronger from this label of country of particular concern where America label us so. China, EU, ECOWAS, they say, say the insecurity where they happen for inside Nigeria, it not get anything to do with religion at all. Ibadan court don't give carry go for the PDP to go ahead with their convention. And Magum now don't write petition to INEC and IGP on top the suspension of Anyanwu and also how they take gather themselves go invade the PDP secretariat. Finally, for the Nation, Judge don't order Kanu to file in defense today or then go just conclude, say, he don't give up that in right. The nation go break all of this down for you in a way where you go understand. The Daily Trust can't come out now to say Tinubu, that Naga Presido, they asked National Assembly to give and carry go to go borrow 1.15 trillion naira. Eurobond still they stable, even though with the threat from Donald Trump. Courts don't give carry go for PDP to go ahead with their convention, and the Board of Trustees go meet today. Misinformation. Now, in they cause this US-Nigeria tension. Now, waiting experts, they yarn with that. And supporters now don't they talk, say, demo stand Jim to support waiting they go down. So, and they're still inside the Daily Trust. One woman now don't kidnap herself, all because she want to collect money from her husband. DSS don't pursue more than 100 of their workers. ACF don't mark Silver Jubilee, and they ask for support to do development initiatives for the Arewa side. Contractors, don't they do we no go agree for National Assembly on top money where they owe them. All of that, they inside the Daily Trust. The Nigerian Tribune come follow closely, and it's a court don't order PDP and Damagum say make them go ahead with their November 15-16 convention. Can't even order INEC to make sure say they attend that convention, they monitor how the Wakate go. North Central now their meeting they divided on top whether to support Damagum or to not support Damagum. Courts don't give Nnamdi Kanu till today to defend all of those charges of terrorism on his head. Police don't move 60,000 security personnel to go do security for Anambra election. Central Bank of Nigeria go raise 650 billion in first November Treasury bill auction. And for the threats from Donald Trump, China, EU, ECOWAS then stand for the back of Nigeria. But Ogbonge government say make we no worry. Say it will get better. We will come out stronger from this. As all that one they go, China don't talk say we not support to use religion as excuse to they interfere inside another country internal matters them. EU they talk say Nigeria violence. Now plenty things they cause them, not be one thing. And ECOWAS said there is no religious genocide in West Africa. But Abdul Salami can they tell US support Nigeria to fight against insurgency. Then for inside the House of Representatives, now be Suma action film. Now noise then just they make for meeting on top the torchlightment into the Lagos Trade Fair. And for the body matter report, scientists don't come out now say walking, swimming, cycling now be the best exercise to reduce knee and arthritis pain. So just torchlight all of this so that it go also better for your side. Coming to the Daily Independent, courts don't clear PDP to go ahead and do their national convention inside Ibadan. And Damagum don't petition IGP on top the way we say the other faction go invade their party secretariat. To begin to use AI, they say Nigeria insurance industry go reduce, it be like say they go reduce people work by half. They go pursue half of their workers as AI go they do most of the things them. Again, Tinubu don't ask Senate, say give me carry go to go borrow 1.15 trillion naira. And he don't nominate Enugu Attorney General Ude as minister. Can't choose John Nwabueze to become tax ombudsman. Senate leadership they divided on top Donald Trump threat to Nigeria. ECOWAS say something of terrorism it not mean genocide. Lagos Trade Fair Complex torchlightment is causing serious quarrel for inside House of Reps. Senate don't start a full-scale torchlightment of all the railway projects we then do during the government of late President Muhammadu Buhari. Now, Nigeria insecurity fights. Say, now the fact say we're not united, now in they cause the fight against insecurity to know they succeed. Now before Army Chifo, now in this one. Can't even they worry, say the insecurity is getting worse and worse, even though they are putting more money to tackle this security. And he say America no they protect anybody interest. DSS don't pursue 115 of their workers come out for work. As Shetima don't move now to the 30th UN Climate Change Summit inside Brazil. You go see all of this and more inside the Daily Independent newspaper. Rounding up the papers this morning at the Punch Sports Extra. And inside that side, Spain, they battle Nigeria for Imade. Onyedika, they return for the game with Barcelona. Agu, no go follow for the 2025 AFCON. Ogumodede, now so a close mouth pump on top the talk of say they won't come out for Remo. Rivers no go struggle in Champions League. Now Finidi, they yarn that one. Gunners, they continue their perfect run. Ireland done they out to hunt ex-club. Chelsea done they start Caicedo contract talk. And the big tori for there, the masked hunter, Osimhen, say he just there for the edge of to do more European history as Gala go face Ajax. And for inside ANARI competition, Dolphins wonder kid done the chart the path to stardom. Amayo promised a bigger show inside MBPL final as Maino they closer to move to Napoli. And this now where we go wrap up the curtain on top the front pages of newspaper this morning. But join us again tomorrow, this same time, this same station for another edition of the front pages of newspapers. Till then, try to get at least one of these papers them. Make it for touchlight time for yourself, know the full gist, and stay informed. Not go anywhere, because coming up next, now the big tories them inside the news. Welcome back. Sharp. We don't come back on top the big tories them for inside the news this morning. And a lot of things them they happen. If you for listen to the front of the newspapers, you go, yes, Yoga Presido, don't go out now to go borrow, don't ask for carry go to borrow another money in domestic after he just collect carry go to borrow in foreign just some few days ago. That's now one of the matters we'll go to discuss. You go also hear the Igiaga where they go on now for inside the PDP. One court say no do convention, another court say do convention. That's not part of the yarns. Nnamdi Kanu go also feature. And finally, the support where Nigeria they get from different joint bodies outside on top this US to Nigeria threat. But I no go there here alone to talk about this one. I get my guy at the top, Kola Wole on money with me to handle this. Kola, good morning, sir.
Good morning, Princess.
How you day today?
Fine,
Happy midweek.
Thank you very much.
All right, so pushing to the matter where they ground, the Minister of Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, don't begin to react. But before we come to his reaction, Justice Ladiran Akintola of the Oyo State High Court being come out now to say PDP can go ahead with their national convention on the 15th and the 16th. Can't even order INEC to make sure say they go there, they monitor them, see how everything take go down. Now, we're here on Monday when they talk about the one where they go invade their secretariat and how on Friday, another judge for Federal High Court Abuja here, Justice Omotosho, being also give order, say make the convention no go ahead. Wetin this one mean now for PDP?
Yeah, what it means, we say the drama go still continue. And when you see a situation whereby they use a court to fight this battle, it better make them settle amicably internally. But when it has to do with court, say the drama they front. We've been they talk how politicians they always use a court process to manipulate their own fight. Yeah. The last time we've been they discuss PDP matter, and now waiting will be they see right now. A particular court talks say okay, go ahead with convention. Another one talks say no, we shouldn't do that. And if we check the location of both courts, where they won't do the convention, now where they talk say go ahead.
Yes.
So they don't they give Nigeria the impression say okay, politicians they always have their way in their respective jurisdiction. Say the area where they gallant, you understand, when they want to fight some of these their political battles. And we don't witness it repeatedly. It happened, I think, lately in Rivers State too, before Supreme Court can eventually conclude. You see High Court in Rivers, they support Fubara then. You see another court for Abuja, they say, we know they agree, before they can eventually settle for Supreme Court. So that one is raising a lot of questions. And how credible our judiciary be as we speak right now? Because eventually then will settle. And one of the reasons why people been the have reservation regarding how even election and so many other things, then they do they run up the country. Because you are giving me the impression, say, okay, now because you take my state, now this thing be happening this way. The same matter, another court in Abuja, say no to it. Eventually now, before you now say, okay, they want to conclude, they will say the matter must reach Supreme Court. Unfortunately, many other court cases will be suspended because of this political drama. Many people will be detained and be forgotten in prisons because of this kind of a situation. We know the two end like that, especially when politics is approaching, the election is approaching like this. So if you check it, you know, say politicians, they understand this thing better. They can easily do whatever to make sure, say, for their own interest, so they protect it. And that is what waiting there for grant right now. Eventually now, they may go ahead with that convention in Oyo State.
Yes.
And later when the matter enters Supreme Court will say, I don't understand. Now yesterday you been talking Supreme Court say anything we get to do with politics, then they go handle them internally by themselves.
The judge said.
So they may eventually still reach Supreme Court, and Supreme Court will still repeat in position, say, okay, this is how it's supposed to be done. But for now, for the drama to continue, for person who no want peace to reign, they will still be flying court cases here and there. You will be hearing about 2 court cases now.
Yes.
You may hear another one that will suffer somewhere else. It may be from the east, it may be from the northeast, or wherever. Just to make sure that, okay, the peace will not just reign for now.
Okay, but Kola, I remember there was a time when this thing they happened like this. Courts of like the same level, the same they give conflicting, rulings and judgments. And this Chief Justice, I think CJN, then I cannot remember which one exactly, been come out, can't even talk, say made them stop him. Like there was even like threat of maybe sanction for these kinds of things. So why is this still happening? How 2 courts, they are both federal high courts, why are they giving conflicting judgment? And one say INEC no go, this one say INEC go. Who should INEC now obey?
Before even giving the judgment, we should start the question from why in the first place are they even entertaining
such cases?
You understand?
Or is it that they are not aware? Maybe Ibadan did not know that Abuja is handling it.
That's one of the reasons.
Or there's nothing in our constitution we talk say you know if you carry the same case, go 2, 3 different places.
There's nothing, but here is a simple answer to that. If you have a data or a dashboard where you know the case that enters, so this kind of conflicting cases or the same case being handled by different courts will be resolved. But politicians don't already know this weakness. We've been talking about, okay, database. Oh, if you file a case now, let us know that case has been filed. The same thing will be they talk about police case. If somebody don't commit offense now in Gwarimpa and they don't charge them for that kind of a case,
yes,
police no get record of say, okay, when the person go commit another offense for
Bauchi or for Enugu.
Bauchi. We are talking about
the same Abuja.
The same Abuja here. With Bauchi.
Wait, the same
when
Abuja.
The person go and commit the same offense in Kuje, no record of say it has happened before, except if in the course of conversation, that's okay. Oh,
they will
now reach out. They will now reach out to Gwarimpa to say, okay, division, what is going on there?
Wait, so are we saying they don't get like a record where we say if I just type Kola Wole, because Oyibo they do that thing. Say if Kola Wole come now, they go check you. When they just type your name, it go show whether you get record or not. We don't have that.
In fact, you can go and become chief imam or pastor in a particular location without anybody knowing that, okay, you don't already get some certain criminal cases. Until when they now investigate, dig deep before they have that details. Then don't say anybody where they in charge for criminal offense, we don't already go prison. No supposed to contest for election in Nigeria.
Yes.
Right? All those cases of people will get this kind of criminal cases. Except if they want to winch until somebody want to dig it out. But say data to say, okay, straight this thing happen. If journalists no carry them that time, they just charge you locally, you serve your prison locally and they free you locally. We don't have some of those data. That is the same thing that the court is battling right now. We don't have them. If you enter a police station today, is it by the record? Are they computing your statement? They will give you paper, they will ask you to write. And the moment the case even resolved, sometimes they even enter court, they will just resolve it amicably. No record of say, oh, you don't slap somebody before. You don't stab somebody before. The person say, I know they do court case. All those records, you know they anywhere. The same thing where our court, they suffer as we speak right now. This one go carry court case, go this place. You go collect court injunction. The reason why so person must be stopped. And the reason why this so before you know it, court will entertain it. Yeah. You go to another court, no record to say, okay, let me check whether this case has been taken to so XYZ court. You too will entertain it. Before you know it, politicians will be flying court order left, right, and center just to disorganize their political party. And they understand this weakness and they are capitalizing on it. But it is unfortunate. We are talking politics right now. What of other factors, other cases? What is costing us from computerizing our process? What is costing us from having database to say, okay, we've entertained this court in Jigawa, we don't need to take it elsewhere again. We don't have some of these things.
Okay, but still, apart from say they talk, say one case they go to courts, is there anything, whether they record or they know, is there anything that say, if I bring case come your courts, and then Abdul courts they decide, say I not fit take that same case go there, because not be the same person carry the case.
Take case.
Because not be the same person carry the case.
Yes.
Now different people carry. The one way come Abuja is a different person. The one way go Ibadan is a different person. And the one way come Abuja maybe he was able to prove, like we dey always talk. Now what you feel prove now he go work. He prove his own. The judge that way. The one way go Ibadan prove his own. The judge that way. Is it the fault of carry case to this same court of the same level, or it is that I know how to judge my matter past you?
No, it's not all of the above anyway, in the sense that sometimes it's just because of manipulation. They want delay tactics. They want to scatter things. You know, the moment you enter court case, except both parties agree, say we no do again, want to settle out of court. The drama continues.
Okay, but Kola, sorry, because I don't want to talk this matter because of time. Now, let's even remove court. Make we even look the PDP case a little. Well, is there any justification for stopping them from actually doing the convention? For court to even say, no, go do your convention. When they already get their time, they follow their own rules and laws. Why should the court do that?
There's a division, right? No court sit down where they put the structure. Judges, they where they.
Yes.
They do their things. They get plenty headache and plenty
why the judges not talk say, don't bring this to us, you know, consign us.
I don't tell you this thing repeatedly on our shows. When you are bringing a case, they don't have right to deny you at that time. It's just like they want to deny you justice because they presume, say, you have a case. They are denying you some certain right. You have prayers in your demands of what you really want. They will take time to sit down to look into your matters before they can conclude. But at entry point, nobody can deny you of whatever you are bringing to court.
But if the Supreme Court has said any case of party internal, no they carry and rituals, go and settle it among yourself. So why are court still entertaining it?
When the Supreme Court say any case, it's not by saying when it has to do with internal issues. The court talks say any case.
That is political party thing.
Yes, that they should not be taking, they should go and solve it internally. Now, if they refuse to solve it internally and they want to take law into their hands, maybe as a result of say they don't get the capacity to resolve it internally, Yigiyaga continue. For instance, wetin won't happen for Wadata.
For the Wadata, yes.
You understand? It can't continue like that. Now, internal issue, now they say make them solve, right? But it can't lead to another criminal offense. Will you leave it forever? You understand? There must be exceptional to it, and it now depends on when you now carry the case enter court. They will now reference wetin Supreme Court don't already talk, but not for you to deny.
But already they take them to court. When they take them to court, it not still stop that other faction to still try go take over Wadata, where some staff were even said to have injured.
That is the reason.
So how come nobody do anything about that?
That is the reason why I been they tell you say in all this is part of waiting the parties whether from the prosecution or from the defendant or whatever, is now waiting they go come put for their prayer. See waiting court talk, oh, see waiting these people talk, oh, see how this one happen. Oh. To avoid state of anarchy, you just have to put it in order. And the person where they no be judge, we won't judge matter, now you go collect your case at entry point now. We get registrar, we get other judicial staff that will take your case. You understand? So at that point, if they are denying you, in fact, you will see many of the politicians who they able to say, can you imagine the government where they for power don't talk, say maybe they no entertain my case and stuff, they will still politicize this. So regardless of whatever you are bringing on board, even if Supreme Court don't already talk, say it's not supposed to be like that. For instance, we see somebody where they will kill somebody like this. Deliberately, they will still carry and go magistrate court.
Yes.
But magistrate will now eventually talk, say, I lack jurisdiction to handle this kind of matter. Push it further. But not to deny them at entry point.
That's a different scenario, but okay. Now, back to my question. Wetin INEC supposed to do right now?
I've been telling you, say, like many Nigerians,
yes.
they're confused
because
on top
now,
of this matter.
Yes.
INEC too, we still need to wait for court interpretation on this.
Which court interpretation
exactly? I will
exactly?
explain. The reason why they're going to need to wait is that we now have to separate the people now where they lay claim saying that them they in charge of the executive arm of the party. You understand? Mm-hmm. When we have two of them like that, court will now be the one to confirm the genuinity of the one where INEC go need to follow. Mm-hmm. So not until when that one happen, it go hard INEC now to be able to say, okay, now this person, now I won't follow. It is unfortunate, but this is the reality on ground right now. Because INEC supposed to at least witness that convention. Mm-hmm. The confusion will now be okay if these people say I don't do convention, if the other one say I won't do convention. Now, for instance, now, if to say now only High Court in Oyo State, wait to say, go ahead with your convention. INEC can easily say, okay, let me go and witness it, at least court don't talk. Yes. But another court in Abuja say, no go. You see the confusion? So based on this, INEC may just try to sit on the fence as we speak right now, until when they have final conclusion on how they want to, or who the court go recognize. Now, party is supposed to recognize their person way and they're supposed to deal with, but when the matter don't already enter court, it's just like the way then they talk, say, okay, now Nigeria is supposed to decide who will be their leader, but now court, they decide them. That is the reality. Because politicians know they agree for each other. Person wey gets less than 100 votes go claim say na him win election as president in Nigeria. So what do you expect?
Wike don't come out now, come talk, say, forget all this talk where we say that they talk there. Say Abuja High Court is higher than the Oyo High Court, than the Ibadan High Court. But what do you get to talk about Wike's reaction to say, may they ignore that one that did not say anything?
I know see where they write out for constitution anyway or anywhere. So
you say Abuja judgment take precedence.
Where then talk say High Court they higher than each other, regardless of their location, whether you are in FCT or where else. You understand? Just like we know here, say, oh, because you are commissioner of police in FCT, you are bigger than commissioner of police in Oyo State or in Kano State. We no see in any record. So I may not subscribe or agree with Wike on that. They know how to manipulate, and that is what we are seeing in action. So it now depends on even IJC, people where they at least check the activities of how this thing be they done. So be the apple, because we know say politicians go always find their way. You understand? To now look into it. Can they review it? Can they find a way of getting database to know the kind of case they will entertain, or maybe to just refer them, or you come file your own case separately. Mm-hmm. The judge can say, okay, this case is also ongoing. Mm-hmm. The same platform, High Court in Oyo State. Can you join the party? Can they add you to the party? Or you want to do your own separately? They should find a way around it. But waiting Wike in the talk, say, okay, the matter don't already been settled for High Court in this thing. High Court, now High Court. Only Supreme Court in Abuja or elsewhere can outplay whatever is happening right now. After all, they've not even concluded. Say, okay, stop, go ahead. It's still for them to be able to listen to both parties. You can't tell me between that time, maybe how many days now and now, they've already concluded on the prayers where they bring. No. It's just for them to say, okay, let's hold on first or go ahead. Let us listen to both parties to know where to be on a problem self. That is still the stage right now. So whatever they are saying, they've not really reached the conclusion. Meaning say plenty drama still there for front.
Damn. Meaning say plenty drama still there for front. Now waiting caller only on money talk with that. And you could trust us for Christ's sake. As the take they drop, we say could take the update to you. Now moving to the next matter, now still another court matter, and this time now the indigenous people of Biafra leader Nnamdi Kanu was still there in detention. You know, the other time when in case come out, he call plenty witnesses. The next where they come, he sack in lawyer team, and the constant go to defend himself. They can't tell that in short from the report now they say for the 4th time, 4 times now since that time. Now they don't come now, and as usual, Nnamdi Kanu still no opening defense. When they start, even though it's saying they handle the case by himself, he can't come out now. Can't they talk say there is no valid case before court on a matter, and so there is no reason for them to continue to handle in case. He said there is no case to answer, they should let him go. Now, he gets some things then we talk. Where we say, I really want, make we talk about him. In a word now, he says, since now we did there, he said, you cannot ask me to begin my defense when you never talk the law. You get, so when you have not said the law under which, then take charge me. He said, may they release him, may they take judicial notice of all the records before the court. They come tell and say, but you remember, say Supreme Court, now say me we handle this case. He came out now and say, for Nigeria today, I want me to hear this particular statement. Constitution is the supreme law. There is no provision for terrorism offense in the Constitution. There is no valid charge against me. I will not go back to any detention today, which is yesterday. He can't say Terrorism Prevention and Prohibition Act has been repealed. I cannot put in defense under a repealed law. I won't do that. So he talked plenty things that they cannot try him under a law that is no longer existing. A law we know they our constitution. Say if they continue to the handle in case under this law, now violation of in constitutional rights. Kola, what do you have to say?
Technically, it might be wrong with the submission anyway. And technically in the sense that there cannot be a lacuna when you want to say, okay, you repeal a law. The next action of repealing law is that, okay, you are getting rid of the old one, you are bringing a fresh
It'll be
one.
amended.
You understand? Not amended now. You understand? The law, it was a Terrorism and Prevention Act of 2011. It was amended in 2013, right?
Yes.
Now, they now repealed it and brought a fresh one in 2022.
Yes.
Probably the case, in case being done start, they reference that particular one when in case being start that time. You understand? So technically now, the case is ongoing when they repeal the old one.
Yes.
So the next thing is for prosecution to come to say, okay, we are amending our prayers before the lordship. Say, okay, we don't already repeat, they don't already repeat this court and law. We are charging him under the new law. And according to my findings, the follow-up where I've been they do before this show, yes, okay, the prosecution already amend their prayers, their charges. You understand?
Yes.
It was in the news. The number of charges against him was reduced. You understand?
Yes.
So at that point, when there be amendment, if you've been the reference, okay, because now repealed acts, now under now they still they charge you, say no one. The repeal notice say they no get existing one.
Yes.
And when there's a provision, so there's a provision in the law that, okay, when they are repealing a particular law, maybe a case is ongoing, even before that action. You understand? There's a provision that they can still entertain it with the new law. It's just for you to go and apply for amendment of the case, which the prosecution already said. You understand? Nnamdi Kanu be vexed for court. In fact, I'm sure that's the same day when be sacked all in lawyers. When they were going to the court, they don't even know, say they don't get job with Nnamdi Kanu again. You understand? But he eventually sacked them that he wanted to take over. No problem with that. But for you to even make that claim, it shouldn't be horror claim. if you say you want to defend yourself, you have to present it. Okay, this is your defense. Now the claim where you want maybe this, okay, you can't charge me on that. You will write professionally to defend whatever move against you. And you have the provision. But for you to go to court that they should let you go, you are not doing anything because the case and the law where they take charge you, exists again. They don't already repeal them. When there was a provision for fresh law since 2022. So I think he should do the better thing by either reassigning people to defend him or professionally and officially, you understand? Or maybe he should file his case properly than making oral justification and want to be freed.
Okay, now for some people we don't talk, say he's just wasting time. Some say he just the waste. Others talk say forget. Say now we they look say one say he actually no even won't come out from the detention. I know say they in mind, but what do you have to say to people when they talk say forget? Even the lawyer, Awomolo, the lawyer of federal government, even talk and say these guys just delay tactics. He's just wasting our time. Please give this job, do whatever you have to do on top of this matter. What do you have to say to that?
I no go agree with anybody where they talk say no one come out because no be prison, no be anybody father or mother's house now.
So then why all the delay? Why every time they come?
If you check the agitation around, almost everybody be want this person to be freed. So the idea of saying he just won't remain there, I no really subscribe to run because he don't make several moves. At a point, he even thought they won't do medical checkup and what have you. Nobody, regardless, no matter how beauty it is, no matter the kind of food they are giving you or the kind of treatment they are giving you, for you not to be free to mingle with your people, you know what it means. So I don't want to agree with that. But maybe he has this impression that, okay, they should find a political means of solving the problem, which I totally also agree with him. Say, okay, if they can solve his problem politically, if it makes sense, past waiting will be the witness right now. And if it is not the answer, if they are not willing to solve it politically, then technically they should be able to find a way of managing the situation. I will not subscribe to a situation whereby you just sack all in lawyers. Say,
but do you agree? Say, but you agree? Say they delay. Say they waste time. Say anytime we then come, now him by himself they delay himself for this case.
Do you agree? I no agree. Say now they delay himself. Maybe because of the two incidents where been happen lately. You understand? They may want to reference it to that. At a point, before you know it, if they say you don't escape from this particular charge, federal government will go bring fresh charges against him. So I may not agree, say, now they deliberately delay in trial or whatever the case. But just the last two incidents where he be sacking lawyers and the current situation where to say he no get any defense. He just want me them free him, which you definitely know say he no easy like that. So it's better, the earlier the better, when you start to do the right thing to make sure say, is it that you are employing fresh lawyers to come and defend you, or if you feel like, okay, you are capable of defending yourself, good and fine. But file proper charge, file proper defense, the way they're supposed to do it professionally. Not for you to go and be agitating or be protesting in court of law and you want to be free.
Okay, before we move on, the judge, Justice Omotosho, don't come tell him now, say, if you know actually open in defense or do what you're supposed to, say, then go just waive his rights and go ahead and foreclose the case. What do you think of that?
Yeah, he definitely need to do the right thing. You know, regardless of whatever claim you are making in the court of law, they always have their timetable. They have some certain time that you need to defend yourself. You need to respond to certain claim. Even if judge don't already conclude on your matter, you still have provision of a certain period for you to appeal. You understand? So when they follow some of this process and you don't align your responses or your action, know the day in connection with the waiting law in the talk, the time frame where you get to either act or do some certain things to make sure, say, you get yourself in line with waiting law in the talk about the time of response and what have you. They can use technical claim to dismiss whatever you claim you have to defend yourself. We don't see a situation in the country where they tell us, okay, we are not too sure, say you don't win this election, but technically you lose the case. So I think you shouldn't lose the case technically. we all know, say, regardless of the situation of grammar or the number of people that is putting on board, body language of the federal government still matter. Or now we want to take comot from that detention. So, regardless, I insist that they should do more of political move than waiting will be seen in the court of law right now. Because if they can be able to solve this matter politically, maybe committing him not to commit a further crime, or not to instigate violence, or not to what they are claiming is say crime self. The court has not been able to establish, say, okay, he commit any crime, you understand? Yes. But probably the fear of the government be say, okay, they don't want to make katakata continue the way they have this impression, say, the agitation when they push for front. So if they can be able to solve that thing politically, we expect more of the politician from his region to swing into action to solve this problem than waiting will be the see in the court of law. They can use one single statement to downplay or to dismiss whatever drama we've been experiencing in the last few years on top of Nnamdi Kanu. If the federal government body language really should say they won't make him go. But without that, grammar go continue and plenty charges go they show face almost every time for him.
Anyway, we wish Nnamdi Kanu well and we'll continue to the follow of the matter to take note what's in the happen. But if you still there on top our CHRICED Radio and TV now Inside Naija, you're there on top so another big tori segment now they come out. So you can still reach us for all of our social media and those at CHRICED Radio TV. And if you check out even the screen where you see the address there, all of the platforms them there, make you check us out, make you subscribe to us, follow us, like us, and enjoy all the good things them will they put for that platform. Now, coming back to Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu don't ask the Senate with time, moving now to even House of Representatives, say may they give them carry go to borrow 1.15 trillion naira from domestic markets to fit close up the gap in funding 2025 budget for projects and all of that. What do you have to say to that? First, borrowing after they've been come out early this year to say no more domestic borrowing.
Yeah, it is unfortunate. But here is the point. From last year, they don't already project, say they won't do all this move where they do right now. Nigerians should not forget about it. I'd always talk, say, if we want to question this borrowing well, make we fight them well. Next year borrowing now, we're supposed to fight them from now.
Make we no borrow next year.
Say make we no borrow next year. Where are we going to do the fighting? Now, where Oga Presido carry go present them before the National Assembly, which he has not done now. Unfortunately, now we are even confused. Inside this year, we are implementing 2 budgets. Inside this year.
But they have started 2025 budget, and that's why I still want to borrow to meet
Don't forget, say, now capital, part of the capital project of 2024, we are still implementing it. Mainly part of the capital project of 2025, they want to shift it to 2026. So, the reason why I've been the talk, say, some of this agitation, you go there almost every time. People, they lament, people, they para, you won't go borrow again. The process no start at this moment. It starts when he proposed to the National Assembly, say, see how I want to spend next year budget. At that point, now there, they always make provision for how much they won't go borrow, domestically and foreign loans. So at that point, if to say that they follow normal due process, even though all this rubber stamp approach where they give to the entire process of budget and this thing in Nigeria, budget supposed to get public hearing, right? People supposed to kick against borrowing.
Yes.
Then what are you borrowing for? Is it what can fund itself, or what will still use taxpayers' money to fund and stuff? Or you are borrowing to come and pay salary, or you are borrowing to come and buy flashy cars, adding to your entourage and what have you? So some of these things, now the process of budget, now we're supposed to kick against them. But this one, where they do now, like say just they implement wetin National Assembly don't already approve since last year for them. That is what Oga Presido they do right now. Where it now appearing to be worrisome to many Nigerians, we say, some people go to say, okay, you don't already talk, say they don't already meet up with their revenue by August. But inside that same revenue, we have never had a budget in the country where they talk, say, our 100% revenue can take care of our budget.
True.
We always get provision for borrowing inside our budget every year. So even when we meet up with our normal and target for IGR, we still need to borrow more because our IGR cannot take care of the entire budget. We've been talking about international aid too, how they also need to also come on board to give us a certain money. So it's more of like it's implementing what they don't already approve. It's now next year. Now we can now be talking, okay, if you claim, say, you meet your IGR in August last year, I mean next year now. Okay, it means you have a provision of increasing more IGR and reduce the amount of money that you need to borrow. So at that point, you now be checking plus and minus, how can we reduce our borrowing? But this particular one, they don't already approve for them. The question Nigeria should now be asking. Did they approve
this amount or they just approve for them, say there's possibility, say you go borrow?
No, they used to be specific about the amount.
So this 1.15 trillion, you already done the inside like the 2025 budget.
You already
I go borrow 1.15 trillion. I go borrow this 2.847, the one where they just give them five days ago.
Everything, they don't already
okay, so this will not be fresh anything.
Not be fresh. Then proposals since last year. They are just implementing waiting the inside budget. Hey. Every single budget will get provision of how you want to take source. Out of this 50-something trillion, I can be able to get 30 trillion from my IGR is there. I can be able to get maybe 15 trillion from people where they always help my health sector, security, agri. The remaining amount, I will need to borrow it. So this is more of implementation. Unfortunately, Nigerians know they pay attention when that budget is being proposed and being approved. Only at the point of implementation, when we hear the story, they won't go borrow again. That is where we used to mega shout. So not at this stage. Rather, when they propose, and at that time we're supposed to say no. If you claim you want to borrow 20 trillion, reduce it to 10 trillion because last year you claim, say, by August you don't already meet your IGR. So based on that, reduce this borrowing. Because we always talk, say, borrowing no be sin. It no be offense.
Yes.
Even the so-called and developed and advanced countries, then they borrow. It's just for us to know what you want to use the money do and how you go implement them, spend them judiciously. Now, the attention of Nigeria, where does the attention supposed to go be that? Don't be to say, okay, we not supposed to borrow. The moment you have a budget, you cannot be able to finance 100%. You need to borrow. But when you are borrowing, make sure say the borrowing where you want to now it's not a wastage. It's a project that people will see it, that maybe you will be making money from it. For instance, at a point they say they want to construct road nationwide and they want to put a toll gate to be getting the money back. You understand? Because Nigeria will be agitating. Don't come and impose toll gate on me to say you want to use the money to fix road. No, fix the road first. Let me see it. Let me enjoy it before you mount toll gate. And they've implemented that one in a Benue State right now. When you are traveling through Benue State now, the road, you can close your eyes and be driving. And they now put toll gate. You see that we don't get much of agitation because people are seeing what they are paying for. So if now that kind of project you are using borrowed money to do, it makes sense with a condition that they will still not loot almost 50% of the money in the cost of implementation. So now waiting they're supposed to they look into be that. Then again, when they want proposal, put your eye well. No, they shout when they want go collect the money.
Thank you so much, Kolawole Omoni. Like you don't hear when they do the budget presentation, put your eye down, make your own intention known, then not begin shout when they won't go borrow the money. Before we go, China, European Union, EU, and even the ECOWAS Economic Community of West African States say they stand Jim for the back of Nigeria on top the threats from the United States President of say make them ready for possible entering for Nigeria to help us pursue terrorists and all the rest of it. What does that say to us?
Yeah, we understand the beef among these countries. You understand?
Wait, that's the beef America.
Well, now.
Okay, so it's like the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Get a certain event. If you invite this one go say, you don't invite this, I know they go. Now something where I don't experience, they know they jam. Even if not be their country, even where they just in Nigeria here. You understand?
Yes.
You say no. Oh, China is here, US embassy. No. So we understand how it they work. You understand? The beefing day there, USD see China as threat. China has to get some people, they want to get more people to rally around them, to support them. Don't forget, at a time, they propose, say, okay, can we be using Chinese currency to make most of our procurement in Nigeria instead of dollarizing it? See, because most of the items that we are importing, they are coming from China. So why are we using another country's currency to do that? So, you know, if you check some of those things, you go know, say, the beef in there because most of the privileges where US been they always enjoy before, where everybody in the US, the traffic is now moving to China. And you know what it means? And Chinese guys, they know wetin then they get from Nigeria as we speak right now. So based on that, they want to align. If you check around you now, say you check many products around you, if you count 100, you'll be counting maybe like 60 or 70 that are coming from China. So with that, they may also want to align. I will only advise our own country, make them trade with caution. Yes, make them trade with caution. Because in this kind of situation now, you know how big brothers now want to start fighting on your behalf. Diplomatically, you have to be smart in making that kind of a decision. Because China, they are more of business-oriented person. If you want to do so complain, we want some importation from you guys, or you want to buy some products you want to do, they are ready to do that for you. Importation to our country, regardless of the location where it's coming from, it still no add up to our economy. The point is we are importing, regardless of the location. You understand?
Yes.
Now, if you want to check most of the aids, most of the international intervention, or people will even subscribe, maybe they are highlight to some of those conditions where we take operate, if they come from the US. Hardly, how many times US say, oh, this so join body on so want to intervene on health. They are from China. How many times US say, oh, on agric, they are from China. You hardly hear it. You understand? So now the reason why I talk, say me then trade with caution. Because them too, they need people to come to their side. And in the course of doing that, if they get start, we all know the person will still get the power right now. We need all of them to survive. They also need us to survive. What they don't have, we have it. What we don't have, they have it. The reason why we need to cohabit. So the federal government, Tinubu government should be smart in dealing with this situation. They shouldn't be carried away by, oh, we go support you, because it go reach a certain level when the reason why they be the supporters or they know they or the business activity where every katakata they everywhere, then go on. Oh.
Yeah. Final words, scholar.
Yeah, final words. On top of PDP, I hope something can be done to solve their problem, but I hardly see that hope in sight as we talk right now, because the drama will still continue. On Nnamdi Kanu, he should do something better. For me, preferably, I will advise for him to recruit more professionals to help him handle matters right now. But beyond handling of the technical aspect of his trial in the court of law right now, they should do more of politics, how they want to take him out of that particular detention.
Thank you so much. And that now the voice of my guest, Kolawole Omoni. Thank you for showing up.
Thank you for having me.
Let's do this again next time.
Sure.
And for you, my sweet Abuja, my sweet Nigeria, with us on top of the show, I really say thank you for the wonderful time we'll get together. But ECOWAS can finally talk and say, make all other West African countries, I beg, say, make them come, support and stand by countries in West Africa to fight against terrorism, where they target all communities. They say this thing where they happen for Nigeria, no age, no face, no religion, no tribe. Now everybody they touch. Make we all come together, find a way to fight them. And that's now where we'll go wrap up the show today. Don't forget to join us tomorrow, same time, same station, on top another wonderful edition of Inside Naija. But until then, continue to stay informed, stay educated, get newspapers, enter inside online, read stories them, listen to news, watch programs them, and follow us on all our social media handles at CHRICED Radio and TV. Our social media handles at CHRICED Radio TV. More programs will continue to come up on the station. Just stay tuned, no go anywhere. My name na Princess Anyana. Have a wonderful day.